someone a handsome bitch, that's a compliment. And if you call him a skinny bitch, it's an insult.
It is.
I'm not sure I understand that one.
You have to
Which part?
experience the verbiage.
It also
I don't
depends
know.
on
If you put the word before bitch, then you
Does it
figure out
depend
handsome
on the
bitch.
inflection?
I think it also depends.
Well, like
a
context is
compliment.
everything, right? Is that what you're saying, Caitlin?
I am agreeing with you. Yes, context. Because if I say bitch, I'm probably saying hi to a friend. But
Right.
if I call you a bitch, you're not my friend.
Right, but if
Chelsea,
I call
I'm
you
gonna-
a beautiful bitch, I am, like, that's still complimentary.
Yes.
Yeah, but some people would still get offended by the word
Yeah.
anyway. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
But then I
You
think
can
the
just about call me
opportunity
anything.
I swear to God, Fiona. So
What were you gonna say, Caitlin?
Can anyone hear me? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
I had
Yes.
it. Okay. I was like not sure. Oh, I was just saying. I think it depends. I had bulimia for 10 years, so I'm like skinny bitch sounds like a compliment. I'm like my brain goes hell yeah. Like,
Yeah.
So I think it depends. Depends on who you're.
I think
Definitely.
as far as triggers go, the intent behind initially saying something,
Exactly.
and then once you learn about someone and you're like, oh, you become rude when you hear someone's experience and don't care.
Exactly.
Also, your intent can be right and it still be taken not how you meant it.
I think
Right.
Exactly. So I think it comes down to back to the whole abuse of words. Just because you understand someone doesn't mean you're an empath. Like,
It's like I have ESPN or something. I can.
Oh, also, just because you broke up with your boyfriend doesn't mean he's a narcissist. I've recognized
Ooh,
that
yeah,
one
that's
a
a good
lot
one.
lately.
a good
on
one.
Oh, I
Facebook.
will also say, just because someone's a narcissist does not mean they have narcissistic personality disorder.
Yes.
Those are also
Absolutely.
distinct.
Mhm.
I've recently
Severity.
discovered that you can also say we were just wrong for each other.
You can.
Yeah.
And
You
there's
can
a
both
lot
be
of
good
freedom
people
in
and it not work.
Yeah, there's so much freedom in realizing, oh, there isn't a bad guy. Time was not on our side moving forward.
Right.
Hmm.
There doesn't always have to be a bad guy.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of acknowledging incompatibility of a variety of kinds.
Well, it goes back to what you were saying originally. If we had boundaries down right, then it would be easier to break up with somebody and not, have a bad guy in the situation.
Yeah.
Mm.
However,
You know
all
what
of
I
my
mean?
exes are obviously bad guys. Like that goes
Same.
Leah, or Alex, I don't think you've made a mistake in your life. You can't be the bad guy.
The only time Alex has made a mistake is when she couldn't be held responsible for them because of depression. So no, Alex made like at least 3 mistakes in her life. Just 3.
The only thing Alex made a mistake on was trusting the wrong people.
Right.
I'm just like too giving and too loving. I like work too hard.
You're like an empath, narcissist.
As an empath, I totally hear what you're saying, but you're wrong.
What was the other one?
Narcissist?
And what was the other one you
Yes,
said?
an empathic narcissist. Everyone else feels my emotions.
But I feel them more.
Yeah.
That's real, I think.
Yes. Also-
In high school, I had a friend who said that he was an empath, and he said that it was actually really difficult being around me because he considered me to be like an emotional projector. If I walked into a room with a headache, other people got headaches. If I walked into a room happy, other people got happy. He's like, no, like if you have a headache, I have cried because you have a headache. It was overwhelming for him.
Steven,
But
can
it
I
sounds
speak
like
to
he
that?
just was dramatic, honestly.
That is so real. Oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm going to be performing with one set of loops tonight.
I feel like that's someone making you
Ratskull's going
responsible
through
for their
something.
moments.
Yeah.
You can't make
Yeah.
other people responsible for your own emotions.
Yes, you can. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's easy.
No.
Everyone else is responsible for how I feel. Don't you guys know that?
The world happens to me.
And
Oh, I
I'm
should
gonna
change my
I'm
name.
gonna hold them accountable for how I feel.
Real empathy is actually really cool though. Like actual empaths who are clinical empaths, like their conditions are really interesting because sometimes So there's this thing in your brain called mirror neurons, and
Mhm.
actual clinical empaths have too many of them.
Yeah,
And they're
hyperempathy.
overactive. Yeah. So they'll become like empathic towards like cups. So like they'll feel the pressure of a cup being placed because they'll have like misplaced mirror neurons. It's really interesting.
That sounds like
That
a
is
If,
super
disorder.
interesting.
while we're on the
Interesting.
subject, because Caitlyn's given me an opening I so rarely get, if no one's seen the song Empathy, it's a musical theater song. It's really spectacular because the woman keeps singing that she has an abnormal empathy for inanimate objects. And then she starts singing how she can't have ice in her water because it's like watching ice die.
No?
And then she
Oh.
starts impersonating the ice as it's dying. It's a really
Sounds like fun.
hysterical song.
Is it from a show?
No, it is from it's one of those things that composers do so that someone will hire them to write a show.
Why does that sound
Okay.
like Louderman like wrote that? Who wrote that?
Bergen and Lauterbach, maybe?
No, it's not them because it's just one person. Empathy musical.
It was me. I wrote it.
Ben Hudson.
What?
It says composed by Ben Hudson right here.
Whoa.
Mhm.
I was gonna
Joel
say-
Stage
Wagner.
name.
Don't know Joel Wagner.
That's my stage name.
I'm Instagram friends with Ryan Scott Oliver, just
Ooh.
which makes me feel very special. Like
Was that like one of those name drops?
he's not
subtle
that,
brag?
no.
It's one of the
Okay.
many name drops of Caitlyn Zeller.
It's because my friend
That's so
works
true,
for
'cause she-
Playbill.
Well, there's another one. Well, also
No,
you
well,
told
no.
me that you knew the guy from Barstool Sports
Yes, I had
Because
him on
you-
Can't
my
say anything.
podcast.
or the Discord. Oh, right.
Yes,
and
because
same name.
he doesn't like me, the guy from Barstool Sports. There's actually that one I have evidence of because he was on my podcast, and there's like actual like recorded evidence of him talking. to
What's
me.
his name again?
Oh my god, what is his name?
I
one
can never
second.
remember his name. Yeah, Dave Portnoy.
No, it wasn't
He
Dave
t-
Portnoy.
That's
it was
who we were talking about before. Who were you
No,
talking about?
it wasn't.
The big cat
I-
guy?
I never said I knew Dave Portnoy.
I know. I was kidding because I told you to say hi to him because you're.
Oh,
the
okay.
admin
No,
for
it
that
was
Discord.
some dude because we had him on for King of Staten Island, and it's that guy that does like really horrible impressions of like the LSU football coach and stuff like that. I forget what his
Oh.
name is. But we had
Is
him
it-
on, and it got me minor clout on Twitter.
Did he not? He didn't like you, you said?
Oh, he hated me. He literally
Why?
like didn't. Oh, because I have this like problem where it's like if a guy thinks he's obviously funnier than me, I start getting really aggressively mean only towards them. Where I
Yes!
like, and I
little
just
bit
bully
same.
them relentlessly.
I
So
once.
he did
I'm
not
sorry.
like-
Go ahead.
Oh, that was it. What's his fucking name? Joey Molinaro is his name. I don't know.
Okay.
That's the
All
only.
right.
He has minor clout. He wasn't
Yeah.
very important. He was okay at the beginning of the pandemic, but not towards the end.
If you have any other name drops, just go ahead and drop them now so we can just get it.
My
get 'em all
uncle's
in
famous
once.
in Italy and was in the Tom and Jerry movie.
My grandfather's names were Tom and Jerry. They
Ooh,
were not
he
connected to
wins.
the movie, but
Whoa.
Better name drop. Go ahead, Alex. What were you going to say?
Oh, so my brother used to host like these screening parties at his house with like their creative friends who had made shorts and wanted suggestions on how to make it funnier. And I went to the party. I had brought my roommate at the time, significantly prettier than me. And they were flirting with her a lot. And I started noticing like I would make a funny joke and they'd ignore it. So I was like, here's what I'm going to do. So I just like burped really loud. And they all look at me and go, whoops. Anyways, good jokes, everyone. And I walked away. And then I just like slept upstairs. And that was one of my favorite nights. The other night I was at my brother's place. Again, he lived with a ton of people. And I was talking with this guy and I just get a text from my brother saying, he's super lame. Please stop. And that was nice. I later texted him. I think she's 12. She was my age, but still.
Wait, but relatable though, because I was
Right?
I was at a bar in like Tulane, like around Tulane recently before I had to leave and evacuate the city. But there were these dudes there that were annoying the shit out of me, and everyone around Tulane's probably like 18 years old. So every time they went up to any girl and we're going to annoy them because I was like, they're shitty dudes, I'd be like, she's way too young for you. You're 35. Like, you need to go home. Like, you're a piece of shit. And like, just berated them in front of these girls who are so happy for that to happen.
You're a slight predator.
I was like,
everyone needs a you around for that. Yeah.
Well, I was like, you're too old for me to date. Like, you can't date these like children. And they were like, why do the girls want to talk to you so much? And I was like, because I'm non-threatening and you scare the shit out of them and you're disgusting.
I love like when I see a girl talking with like a guy at a bar and she's doing the very obvious signals that she's uncomfortable or disinterested. Hey, how are you? I've missed you. And I was like, is he annoying you? I can make this disgusting for everyone. What's up? That's great.
I love women at bars that help.
Or gas stations too.
That's real though.
Y'all are getting hit on gas stations?
Oh
yeah, men offer to pump my gas.
Why is gas stations like the number one zone for cat calls? Like they're like, this is
it really is.
I've never
Gas stations
heard that
freak
before.
me out. Make sure you lock your car, even when you're just getting gas. Lock your car.
It's a good idea.
Because people will just steal your purse out of your car. And you
I'm
can
very
get scooped.
fortunate.
What gas
So, funny
stations are y'all
story.
going to?
It's normal ones. We're just like females there.
Yeah, that's just what happens.
The
think-
night before I got engaged, I knew I was getting engaged the next day. That's another story. But I went to a gas station to pick up a Monster for my husband, who was not my husband, my boyfriend at the time, who was staying up all night. And I walked in, I'm like wearing sweatpants. And you know how sometimes you wear like a shirt with like a smaller shirt on top of it because it's just a little bit warmer. And like my hair, and I'm not a skinny person, right? And my hair was a mess. And this guy was like, hey, you got a man? I was like, yeah, I'm actually getting engaged tomorrow. And he was like, oh, lucky man. And they just like randomly walked away.
It's not a compliment.
Yeah, that's what happens at gas stations to every woman.
I love being ignored.
I just get called mean names. At least they're nice to you. They're always just like, you slut. And I'm like, you're right.
I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know the gas station was the place for this to happen.
I get a lot of
happens a lot.
Hey girl.
I feel
Hey, girl, say girl.
I get a lot of missionaries
Small.
approaching me at gas stations. Oddly enough, I don't know.
Well, that's because you
Trying
need to be
get
saved.
to come on their mission, or
True.
Yeah, you have sin written all over your face.
Yeah, they
They keep trying to tempt me away from Lutheranism into whatever it is.
Did they just
they're
give you
into.
To baptism and to Southern baptism.
No, it's mostly
Whoa.
Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, that makes sense.
Jehovah's
I was
Witness
once
protection.
laying out. I was on. We were skipping class, and so we were on PCH, and I had a Jeep at the time. So me and my friend were like laying out on the Jeep. I have never been called a slut so many times in such a short span of time. And me and my friend looked at each other like, we're just laying out. Like we're on the beach, like we were on the roof of the car laying out on a beach. And we were like, I think we'll go home. Also, I think I don't like gentlemen right now. And then we left.
I
Gentlemen.
have, especially in Chicago, but occasionally other places, I have a strange superpower, which is to attract the ogling and harassment away from people who are used to having it.
You're so good.
And I don't, it's not on purpose. And one person
Chicago's
got mad
a
at
very
me for it.
weird town for you.
It is a weird town. Chicago's a
They're on
very
your special
weird town for me.
skills.
Yeah, it's like you become a different person once you're north of a certain state,
Yeah.
and you take on
get
your
that.
superpowers.
It may happen again as I continue north. I don't know.
Well, we may or may not find out in Wisconsin.
Yeah. I guess I have been to Wisconsin before, though.
We are
I
about,
always
but
forget that's a state.
you were getting a lot of Wisconsin, as I recall. We're gonna start the show. Everybody who's watching, thank you, whomever is stuck with us. We're gonna start the music in probably 2 or 3 minutes. No, don't go away because we still need chatter to happen until I start the music. I'm gonna go check on.
Let's start Rose and Thorn.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, cool. So
You
I'll
first.
call on someone, they go, and then they'll call on someone.
But you got to go first.
Is that okay? I feel okay.
Yes.
Set the
My
mood.
thorn of the day was towards the end of the day. I could not find 3 teachers, and I had tons of kids in my room until the teachers came out of their room and got the kids. I was very stressed out because it was like 100 something kids, but it's okay. The rose of my day was, mine's going to have to do with children because I work in a school. I don't just chase children. I have a student who's hilarious. Sure. He makes me so angry, but he's so funny. And this girl's making fun of him, like, shut up with your pink ass shoes. And he goes, oh my God, these aren't pink, they're salmon. And I laughed, like I spit my drink and was laughing at him because like I knew what he was trying to do, but he was failing. And he was like, no, really, I ordered salmon shoes. I'm like, no, I believe you. You're good. So that's my rose and thorn. I would like to pick on Kaitlyn.
Oh God. So it's a lot of thorns right now. So I am currently displaced from my home that I moved into 3 weeks ago. And my cat died the same week I got displaced.
Oh, Kaitlyn, I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's just been a god awful time.
I'm so sorry.
And I'm unsure if I have to work on Tuesday, despite the fact I don't have a house that has power. And we were told we may not get power for up to a month in New Orleans in this heat, which is very exciting. On the rose side, though, I've gotten really into the show on, I don't know if this is a rose or just equally sad. I've gotten into the show called Actually on YouTube and become very committed to it. And I've like binge watched all of it. And I'm currently in the middle of a very joyous binge watch of Futurama that I forgot how good that show was. So that's been good.
I'm sorry that happened, Kaitlyn. That's awful.
It's okay.
It's a lot.
I'm taking it in stride. I'm good. And weirdly, there's been a cool community of people from New Orleans in Houston, and it's been nice to trauma bond. Okay. I am going to pick Liz.
So my thorn today, I guess, was waking up with like a headache and feeling like I had just done something really irresponsible yesterday, even though I like ate a good dinner at a reasonable hour and went to bed at a normal hour. And I was like, why can I not function? And then eventually it passed, so that was good. And Rose was, so I run a yoga studio and we've been online basically for an entire year plus, and we are having some in-studio classes right now, but not all of our teachers are back. And we had a Zoom meeting today with all of our teachers, which we haven't done for a long time. And so just like seeing everybody's faces of like these people who are really awesome, who I don't get to see that much. Yeah, and like see them connect with one another. That was really, really great. And we will end it there. The show will begin shortly after 8 o'clock, and we'll see everybody on the other side. This always happens. I mean, I don't. I didn't share the music. God, it's a whole problem, everybody. Wow.
isn't that lovely? Hello, everybody. Welcome to Space Train. This is a very exciting night tonight because we are premiering season 2 of Space Train currently. And I really hope that you enjoy it after the exciting events of last month. However, Space Train is not the only thing going on for Pronoia Theater. In fact, we are absolutely bursting with energy over this next weekend and this next month, and perhaps even over the entirety of your life. If you like Pronoia Theater, you are in luck, because tonight we are doing Space Train. Tomorrow you can join us at Eureka Heights Brewing Company for our first live in-person show in over 18 months. We will be performing with Baron Munchausen, who does very silly and physical storytelling. It'll be a really fun time. And we're going to be doing the work of Sarah, and they use a fun spinny wheel like you might have seen on The Price is Right. And then we're also having NC-17, and they're going to be enacting a movie in cinemas, so you don't have to subject yourself to the danger of going to a cinema, merely the danger of going to a brewery. And you can see that show at Eureka Heights Brewing Company at 7:30 tomorrow if you're in Houston, Texas. And we certainly hope that we'll see you there. It's by donation, like most of our shows. All of our shows that we can do by donation, we do by donation. And we hope that we'll see you there. Eureka, we don't talk about them super often, but without them, Space Train wouldn't exist. So please visit them. Then on Sunday, if for some reason you're watching us from Omaha, Nebraska, or the surrounding area, you can come visit us. We'll be performing at the Omaha Comedy Fest. It's Sunday at 8 p.m. We'll be doing Magical Lying Hour, myself and Steven Saltsman, who you'll shortly see as Professor Ratskull. And that will be also very exciting. Our first Magical Lying Hour in a very, very, very long time. I hope we remember how to do it. I think we will. We've actually got tons of stuff coming up in September. We've been accepted at the New Jersey Web Fest for a short that we did last year called Sarah Keller, Local Lesbian Modern Dracula. You can find that podcast at Pronoia Presents. It's the first episode. So that is up for Best Writing and Best Comedy and Best Anthology as well. So that will be exciting. That festival is happening in New Jersey, September 15th, 16th, and 17th. We unfortunately will not be able to be there in person, but if you go, I hope you enjoy it. There's a lot of really fantastic fiction podcasts as well as web series. And then September 24th and 25th, we're going to be at the Secret City Improv Festival, again with Magical Lying Hour. That's going to be me. It's going to be Steven. It's going to be Bailey Hampton here playing Nikita Tesla. It's going to be Casey Adams. It's going to be Ben Seidensticker. And it's going to be a mystery guest who may or may not exist. Unfortunately, we had an improviser cancel on us, and we may or may not be looking for another one. But Secret City Improv Festival in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, that's going to be, I think, a really, really exciting show. What else is there? Like I said, there's just so much. Oh, my goodness sake. Well, just this week, Pronoia Theater has created shirts. Look at this. I'm wearing a Pronoia Theater hoodie. I'm also wearing, if you remember from one of our first episodes, a Smart Whisk shirt. You can enjoy all fine Ramco products, as well as all sorts of other things at pronoiatheater.com/shirts/store. My apologies. pronoiatheater.com/store. All these sorts of things, including the complete collection of Space Train Season 1 scripts. And that in and of itself is well worth. It's $15 for over 550 pages of sterling comedy. Perhaps this introduction is going on very long. We have 2 shirts that are inspired by today's episode of Space Train. It takes a village to raise an orphan, and above average, a personal best. Those shirts will only be available for a limited amount of time. So if you like the looks of them, please go to pronoiatheater.com/store. If you just want to donate, go to paypal.com/pronoiatheater or Venmo at Pronoia. With no further ado, I welcome Lauren Hainley to begin Space Train Season 2, Episode 1, An Orphan Cycle. The Orphan Cycle. I wrote it. You think I'd know it?
Okay, Space Train log date. Who gives a shit? Anyone who's been listening to these knows that something weird is happening, and also doesn't have a life. Erase. Space train log date, I don't care. For the past few months, Boris has been MIA, so I'm forced to fill in, because I guess I care about this train, and I don't know which is worse. Not at all suspiciously, this coincides with Rory also going missing and Tracey. Erase. Space train log date September 2nd, Galactic Daylight Time. Orphan von Neumann boards the train today, which is a possible security risk. I am meeting him at the dock. I hope the sheriff comes too. End log. Did you get that last one?
Yuppers. And the other two.
I said erase.
I thought you had a tick. Just kidding. But archiving reality is very important. We don't want to lose anything. You want me to run down your list of to-dos and to-don'ts? You have a packed day.
Where's Boris?
First, to don't. Worry about other people. Instead, to do. Improve yourself. Always.
No, thank you.
Okay, Jellybean. I can see you're in a tizzy. I'll give you some Gabrielle time. Gabrielle time? Gabrielle time. Bye!
Hey, that's my thing! Where is Boris?
Gabrielle.
Sheriff, it's good to see you.
Yes. It's good to see everyone on the train, though, of course.
Of course. How have you been
Orphan
doing?
von Neumann, huh?
Yep.
What are the odds that a man of his infamy and controversy would choose to vacation on the train?
Oh, I don't know how he won that raffle.
Tricky.
But it will require a lot of coordination between acting management and law enforcement to handle delicately.
Delicate is one of my middle names.
Really?
Who can keep track?
Howdy ho! No one told me we were having a little gal pal gab sesh.
I don't sesh on duty.
Oh, I feel a little left out.
It was spontaneous. Not everything is scheduled.
On the contrary, I schedule everything for efficiency and productivity, the only important human metrics. It's frankly daunting. Sheriff, your meeting is oh so close.
Oh, it's important for security that I greet Orphan von Neumann as soon as he arrives.
More important than building bonds with the community?
I really don't want to go.
Better get walking.
See you soon, Gabrielle.
Yeah, soon.
Probably not today, though. Look at us. Our high-powered jobs. Really showing Phyllis Schlafly.
And read your syllabus. I'm not babying you anymore. God, I wish that were true.
Hey, Nikita! Nikita, wait up! Do you want to study together for English? You're a top-sympathetic fallacy.
I see it everywhere. But, Tommy...
Nikita, hold up for a second. And Tommy, I know you want to hang around too, so stay and we'll talk about decorations for the back-to-school dance, I guess.
You're gonna love my pitch for non-Newtonian fluids under the sea!
What is it, Miss Kennedy?
What's your tone? If I have to act civil for another hour, then so do you, Nikita. I know it's only been a week, but, and I want to put this properly, you're acting up like a right bunghole.
I'll co-sign that.
Tommy?
But more respectfully?
Why are you even our teacher? You were our teacher in middle school.
Do you have time to get into chronic underfunding, teacher migration, and the resulting overwork?
No.
Well, that's why. Also, screw you. I can teach whatever I want, whenever I want. Point is, I don't want you to become another bright girl who lost her life finding herself in high school.
Steal that from an inspirational movie?
You don't know me.
It's not just her, Nikita. I've noticed you being moody too, and real cantankerous. And you know I don't like stooping to that word.
Tommy, you wouldn't understand. I'm 14 now. I put a purple streak in my hair. I'm just not the same person I used to be 2 weeks ago.
Oh boy, what are we gonna do, Miss Teacher?
Nothing together, that's for sure.
No.
Hear ye, I call this meeting of the Citizens, Criminals, and Constabulary Council to order. Ow, that hurts my hand.
You really should use the gavel.
I left it in the bathroom again.
For the record, is that a personal bathroom, the North Transit bathroom, the giant communal bathroom?
That isn't useful.
It is not our job to decide what is useful.
It is.
In fairness to Ponsby, we don't really have a written description of what this council does, so really, nothing is our job.
Except eating all this jerky we got.
Can we please get other snacks?
Sheriff, you know as well as I do that without a quorum, we can't change anything.
I do. Where is Boris?
Hopefully getting more jerky. Aldani, you better start taking notes. I've been brilliant 3 times, but how will the people know?
Well, what is Ponsby doing? Shouldn't he take notes?
No. I'm just a witness. Can't be involved in the story.
Then stop talking.
Witnesses must be able to probe, obviously.
Obviously, Sheriff. I guess.
Jerky, milady?
Woo! Yes, indeed. A beggar could get used to this.
But you are used to it. 20 straight weeks of useless meetings.
Useless? Think of all the air conditioning I felt.
Shall we get on with the business of everyone voting to uphold the same uselessness we've been doing?
Broken record over here.
Very illiberal.
Aldani, you can try to persuade us differently. That's why the council exists.
As a representative of the criminal class, I have to say that the light touch employed by law enforcement over the last 5 months is much appreciated.
See, Aldani, you're improving relationships.
Crime is up 6,000%.
As representative of the citizens of the train, I mostly don't care.
You're going to care when somebody puts a brick through your Zumba studio.
That'll never happen.
He bribed the criminals.
That's how the system works.
First order of busy work. Talent show. Yes, right now, or yes, soon.
What?
Oh, is disintegration a talent?
We don't want to talk about the rising property damage, the civil unrest, not even the lack of eggs because of the rise in youthful eggings.
I just think a talent show would be nice to showcase the lighter side of the Triple C Council.
Why don't you call it the Quadruple C?
Wow.
Can't stand to see anyone have ideas but you, huh, Sheriff?
Very illiberal.
Motion to reinstate arrests.
Any seconds?
Seems aggressive.
I would second, but I can't be part of the story.
Citations, investigations, letting me talk to suspicious individuals.
Sounds like a slippery slope.
I'm done with this.
Aldani, wait. I know this whole thing seems like a Kafkaesque punishment for your role in the riots, but answer me this, and answer it truly. Laser tag with me later. I'm putting together a group.
Down.
Let me know when you actually want to solve problems.
What? Don't give up your seat at the table! Activists.
They don't want to do the hard work, be it criminal reform or laser tag.
Hold on.
Bracing for maximum excitement.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
I see everything through Vic's camera points, so no, neither literally nor metaphorically do I see what you're seeing.
Great hair. Solid gams. Barely subpar elbows.
No.
Leah Zelensky's having an above average looks day.
Above average! A personal best.
It's just like Chaz always said. I better beat myself because I have no chance with anyone else.
Girl, congrats.
I need to share this. Where is Gabrielle now?
Wait, bing bong.
I don't think you're using that right.
Why show her when you can let her hear about it through the Whisper Network?
that a channel I don't get because I don't pay for it, or one I don't get because it's too talky for me?
Leah! Get out there! Strut your stuff up and down the length of this infinitely long train and make Gabrielle come to you.
Brilliant!
No.
And I know just who to show to first. Sheriff Aldani. Where is she?
Okay, girl. I don't want to be this person, but the teleporter is broken. Oh, sad.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
I don't like telling people bad news.
I get it. When will it be fixed?
What do I look like? A genius, all-knowing, hyper-competent supercomputer?
Yeah!
No, I'm not! Anymore. So.
Strut?
Strut.
Above average Leah's day out. Is it too much to say slut strut?
Yeah.
Thought so.
Well, I know he's a murderer, but he could at least be a punctual murderer.
Hi, Miss DuBrasil. Tracy said you wanted me.
She did what? I didn't tell her I want. I didn't. What? I mean, I did want you, but I don't want to tell her that.
Okay. So, do you want me or do you not want?
Of course, I want you, but I don't want to give her the satisfaction.
She's good at anticipating our needs.
Yeah, and actual Tracy was good at ignoring our needs like a real person and not some weird pseudo servant.
What do you want, Miss DuBrasil?
Go out and come back in like you were just strolling through.
I've not been having the best of it, Miss DuBrasil, and I don't think I want to go through all the rigmarole of going on.
Am I or am I not your acting supervisor?
Aye. Just strolling through and looky there.
Christ.
My supervisor. I wonder if she has any work for me.
You need to go back to Fat Cat's Mill for cheap actors.
Please.
Tommy, today Orphan von Neumann is boarding.
Oh, poor kid. Growing up, there was a boy on my block called Friendless. I always thought he'd be the saddest person I knew.
I don't have time for empathy today. Orphan von Neumann is an infamous celebrity murderer.
Is murder legal again?
That's some contractual thing. He's a self-replicating orphan.
Like a robot?
No, like an orphan who makes more orphans.
He clones himself. It's pretty passe.
No, he kills parents to make orphans.
Oh my God.
Yeah, super weirdo.
Why?
You know, I never thought to care. Point is, he's coming aboard.
Can't we just have a no murderer clause on the train?
Oh, no. You start getting rid of murderers and what's next? Smugglers? Do you want to live in that world?
Yeah, I think it'd be nice. Does Boris know? Where is he?
Von Neumann is very dangerous, and the sheriff and I are going to make sure everyone is safe, okay?
Okay.
But like after I greet him, I need you to tail him as I find the sheriff.
Well, why don't you just ask Tracy to find the sheriff and then I could...
No, not only no, but psha!
Can I talk to you about friend problems?
Oh, maybe never. Now go act nonchalant.
No.
Hello.
Hello. You, are you a fan, a protester? What should I be girding myself for?
I'm a, management.
Management. Okay. Y'all let me on, okay? Check me out. I've got nothing on me. I'm just on vacation.
Okay, but we have to make sure our population is safe.
Number one, I don't ask to make orphans. They ask me. Number two, do you want to do your job on vacation?
Oh, I don't want to do my job at all.
Exactly. So if you don't mind, can you point me in the direction of a cinnamon roll?
Food court, mega mall, shopping complex.
Oh, gracias. I only ever let me have the things on vacation, so you better believe we're about to be drowning in icing up in here. Do trains have the equivalent of a captain's table?
No.
Then I hope I won't see you again. Have a great day.
Seems like a low risk. I'll inform the sheriff that your little tag team won't be necessary.
Are you kidding? He said we're all about to drown. That sounds like a threat to me.
Gabrielle, come on. One friend to
Oh, no.
another. Don't you have better things to do?
I do. I really do. So in the interest of getting me to the things I need to do, where is Boris?
Boris is doing his job. Like I'm doing my job. Like you're doing your job.
Which is his job.
Acting his job.
I guess it's fine we have an acting senior engineer since we have an acting Tracy too.
I'm the only Tracy.
Save it. You want to be friends, computer? Tell the sheriff I'm looking for her.
Ratskull's back. All right. Oh, hello there, little Nikita.
Hi, Professor. Are you your young self or your dumb self?
Ratskull is neither young nor is he dumb, but precisely the age and intelligence he wants to be.
Adults.
I hear you. None of them want to play laser tag, old fogies. What are you doing?
Mall people watching. Duh.
You have your back turned to all the mole people.
Well, they're so boring. None of them get me.
Tell me about it.
You wouldn't understand. You were never a brilliant scientist / teenage girl / undiscovered pop sensation.
You may be surprised. True, I wasn't a teenage girl for the conventional length of time, but I've stepped on a few snakeheads.
You're
in
just
my...
like my mom. She doesn't know what to do with me. Maybe I'll just run away. That'll show her.
You think that, but she'll just knock down your wall to give Lance a bigger room.
Is everything about you?
I think so, yes. Do you want to get a malt and talk it over?
The malt shop's closed. Ugh, can you believe my luck?
I imagine it's worse for the business owner.
Whatever.
Cinnamon rolls, you're going straight to my hips.
As I quote-unquote live and quote-unquote breathe. Is that Orphan von Neumann?
Banner protester.
Hey, Orphan! Hey, I didn't know you were going to be here.
Hey, man.
Professor.
Oh, okay. Do you want an autograph?
No.
Does this kid want an autograph?
No. Should I?
I never saw the point of them, really.
Yeah, exactly. What's it do for you?
Oh, just sits in a drawer.
Not that I wouldn't give one if someone asks.
That'd just be rude.
Cut me out of the verbal sparring match, why don't you?
It's fine, Professor. I've got to go do something, I'm sure. My mom is probably flipping out.
Moms, who needs them?
Sometimes I wish I didn't have one. Thanks for the chat, Ratskull.
Ratskull? Oh, wow! Larry Ratskull!
Professor Larry Ratskull.
Lance's brother.
Holder of several patents.
Oh, time has weathered your face, my dude.
When you're a tough, scrabble, roughneck like me, you get used to a few dings and dents.
I remember. Gosh, what was it? The song.
Oh, yes!
Little Larry Ratskull trapped in a milk crate, crying for his mommy.
And peeing his pants. Yes!
I never told you, but your relationship with your mom made me really appreciate being an orphan.
And it made my first patent. Self-cleaning pants.
Well, good catching up. I'll tell Lance you said hi.
I'm glad we're hanging out today. You won't believe how many people are blowing me off lately. Only because they don't like me. You like blue lasers or red lasers?
I don't do lasers.
Really picky. It's a good thing I'm dedicated to make this work. Let's see. The malt shop is closed. Oh, I guess we could go to a bar.
Fine. Which one?
I can now find a bar. The Squawking Cock is just a few cars down. Mr. von Neumann, do you mind if I stow Ratskull for a moment?
Please do.
Enjoy. Professor Ratskull.
Tracy, who respects me?
To your face.
I'll take it.
I know you've been getting this a lot lately, but the train is kind of going off the rails, literally, so I really need you to give me a straight answer. Where is Boris?
Oh, hey, Becky.
Steven, want some raisin bread?
Yeah, sure.
Here you go.
You and your raisins.
Let me get that. Could be someone very special.
Well, this bread's a little scratchy.
Don't worry about that. Look who's here.
Good morrow.
Goody Putnam. But that means
You've been cat's pawed with a hearty slice of Goody Putnam's murderous bread.
A good one, sis.
Fare thee well, pilgrim, and chunk off a crumb of Goody Putnam's murderous bread, full to the brim with ergot for all your poisoning needs.
Miss Rourke? Hey, Rory? I know you're in there. You've been in there a long time, huh? I don't like things being like this.
Bing bong. Boris, when are you gonna stop this? You need to work.
Sure. Yeah, I will, Trace. Just... come on.
Fine.
Okay, Rory? Rory, I know I'm not a writer like you are, but I'm a writer like I am, and I wrote some thoughts down. Miss Rook, I know you're frustrated, and you ought to be. It was crummy, right crummy to spring what I did on you. We may not see eye to eye on this, but I need you as a friend, and I want to rebuild and let you see that trusting me isn't a mistake. That's about as elegant as I get. You know, Rory? Rory? Okay. Try that again.
We can talk.
I'd love to talk.
Actual talk, okay? No gabbing, no jabber, no prattle, just straight talk.
It's a good place to start.
Who knew strutting was so straining? No wonder models are skinny. Hi, Nikita. Notice anything about me today?
Your elbows are underwhelming.
Leah, you promised yourself you'd stop letting children make you cry.
They are. Don't you want to improve yourself?
Not all at once.
When are you gonna start?
My 30s?
Actually, I'm glad we're already discussing you critically. You already settled, right?
I wish. Still trying to reel in a man or, whatever I can get. Do you think I'm a dog person?
No, I mean, you've dug a rut for yourself. You've picked a direction and are stubbornly marching towards it despite what the world is screaming?
Yes, very much so.
How'd you choose?
Well, I applied to a lot of colleges and I got into one, so I went there. Then I took a bunch of classes and they eventually gave me a degree. Super cool. And I applied to a company and now they pay me sometimes. So I guess serendipity would be my answer.
What a beautifully tiny life you have.
Incidentally, serendipity is also my answer to most romantic way to waste my time.
Are you happy? And before you answer yes, how?
Today, it's all in the gams, baby. Now I have to find Gabrielle or the sheriff before I sweat off all my makeup.
I'm starting to get real worried about Mr. Professor, Miss Sheriff. He's hanging out with this murderer, and I found you before I found Miss DuBrasil.
Thank you, Tommy. I wish you hadn't insisted on me coming immediately so that Gabrielle and I could present a united front. But no, thank you. You did the right thing telling an adult, so thank you. I will go talk to him.
Tommy, what are you doing here?
Following some guy?
Been there.
Why are you here?
When I turned 18, I thought, do I really want to wear pastel stripes in this malt shop the rest of my before acting life?
No?
That's right. So I've decided to diversify my skill set and start serving beer.
Good for you.
But you're underage, Tommy. You really shouldn't be here.
I understand. Let me just go tell Miss Sheriff and I'll get out of your hair and head down.
So I can only give you one free lager, okay? And it's got to be a light lager. I'm sorry, but that's just all I can do.
I don't want a beer. I think it tastes gross.
I'll leave it on the end of the bar. No one needs to know.
Oh boy.
This is unreasonable aggression, Sheriff.
I'm so sorry.
I'm just asking some questions.
He's had less than half a vodka peach.
Secrets.
I honestly don't know how it's possible.
She's a menace, and not a fun one that carries around a slingshot.
I do, actually, in case I run into impressionable youngsters that need to channel their youthful energy into learning a new skill.
Idolater. No, that's not right. Indoctrinator.
What's going on?
Tommy, don't worry. Mr. von Neumann, I am the sheriff aboard the space train.
Cinnamon roll? I've had too many.
I'm saving myself for Baked Alaska.
Can I help?
No, Tommy. Find Gabrielle.
Okay. Miss Sheriff, I'm having some trouble lately. Could I talk to you about friend stuff?
Tommy, I would love to, but I can't run afoul of the new regulations, so I really can't speak to children without a guard about personal matters without a guardian present.
But I don't have a guardian.
Keep it that way, kid.
Yeah,
Nope.
I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm trying to fix it.
But okay, I understand. Mr. Professor, could I talk to you?
Can't you see I'm with my friend?
Nope.
Fine. Just figure it out on my own.
Lucky kid, figuring it out for himself.
It's this kind of orphan fetishization that I'm worried about.
Oh, this is ridiculous, okay? I'm catching up with a childhood, someone I bullied as a kid, okay? Not my proudest moment.
It takes two to be bullied, so...
Ratskull, don't make me pity you when I'd rather be angry at you.
Point is, why does everyone think I'm so orphan hungry that I'll sling murder wherever I go? I'm a contractor, for goodness sake. I'm not doing this for free.
I'm sure you understand our concern.
Let it go, Aldani. Orphan, don't worry about talking to her.
No, it's okay. I'm not my job, Sheriff. I'm sure you don't like being treated as an avatar of justice off the clock.
Of course I do. I must.
Okay. Well, Larry, you must have a lot more going on than just being a professor, right?
Of course. I'm also a professor of dance and a professor of poetry. A triumvirate of professors.
Should have known better. Bad examples. You, miss.
Yeah?
If I came up to you out of the blue and demanded a beer, you'd be upset, right? Because,
You think I could pass for a bartender outside of here? Oh, like I'm not just a malt shop worker. Janice, you're diversifying all over the place.
Y'all are weird. Just because none of you have a work-life balance doesn't mean I don't. I'm not killing anybody.
Doth protest too much to my ears.
As long as I have your word.
You do.
Good night then. Or good afternoon, rather. You got started early.
The malt shop was closed.
But you'd all be better off if I did.
What?
Orphans make better citizens. Everyone knows that.
Community builds better citizens.
Yeah, I'll live that fantasy. Communities breed distrust, complacency, and softness.
I am not talking to you.
You know, of all the orphans I make, very few starve.
Oh, congrats. That's a real achievement.
They do more things too.
If she's angering you, tell her to go, and poof, she has to disappear because she'll get written up by the CCC committee.
Just call it the quadruple C. I'm sorry, Ratskull. I'm sorry.
Now I have to deal with this all
I'm
night.
sorry. I'm not, but I'm trying to be.
Wow. I'm glad someone was here to witness this.
This isn't. You only see one side of me, Ponsby.
Mommy didn't love me.
Orphans, don't do this.
Quack.
Don't make me laugh. I'm not ready yet.
I don't even know what I said.
Boris, if you want what we had, it's gone.
Is this where we became friends?
This is where I fell in love with Caboose Goose.
Oh, how did you not?
Yeah. The day we met, this is where I thought you were different.
I don't think I'm different.
You're right.
Doesn't being an adult sometimes mean doing the wrong thing for the right reasons?
It means living with consequences.
What was it I said today that reached you? I just need to I just need to make sure I remember it.
As long as it comes from the heart, I don't think the words matter. Once you cut out the adverbs. And avoid exclamation points. Keep it concise too, but mostly it'll come out sharp if it's from the heart.
Yeah. Okay.
How about we get some smoothies?
Sticky Charlie, you may actually eat tonight. Oh, hey, Tommy, hey, Tommy, pay attention to me. Tommy, I'm waving. Tommy, look over here.
Hi.
Hey, it's Sticky Charlie. Remember me?
Yes.
We've met a few times, actually.
I know who you are.
Like one time you handcuffed me to a trough and a horse pooped on me.
You text me every couple days.
And another time, I think we were on the same softball team.
Now, that definitely didn't happen. You're way older than me.
Nah, that's just the poverty. How have you been? You look glum.
You're just gonna blow me off like everybody else today.
No, I won't. Scout's honor.
You weren't a scout.
They tell you to vow for the honor you want, not the honor you have.
I don't really want to talk to you about this while you're in a trash chute.
1, fair. 2, hurtful. 3, sometimes the most fun you can have on your butt is in a trash chute.
Teach throws fish heads down those.
Who do you think gobbles them up?
You know where I'm from, we had charities to help people.
I'm a girl with a trash chute. What help could I need? Come on, Tommy. What's got you down?
High school sucks.
Oh, now I've heard everything.
They won't let me accelerate studying. No one wants to listen to my ideas about dance theme taxonomy. And Nikita is just being real.
Sticky Charlie? You can say Sticky Charlie if that's what you mean. I promise I won't cry until you're far enough away to not feel guilty.
That's not it. She's so confusing. She's acting up in class and she won't even work on science stuff with me anymore.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's tough.
I know. How do I make her let me in?
No, it's tough because you're like a baby and an old man, all in one.
What?
You got girl problems.
Just the one.
And you're worried about being stuck in school too long.
I'm 14. I should be in college by now.
And you don't think you're getting respect?
Yeah. I don't see the trick.
It's like you're 37 already and weighing how much to put in your 401k.
Should I be doing that?
No, Tommy, Nikita is going through something stupid. Take the opportunity to do the same.
I don't need to take this from somebody with marmalade on her face.
Not for long. You've got 4 years to be an idiot. Use some of it.
Well, what is life if I'm not in working, in school, or worrying about how other people live their lives? I'm from the 19th century. That's all of the things.
Tommy, step into my office.
The trash chute.
Yeah, the trash chute.
Hello, Gabrielle.
Sheriff Aldani.
I have a report on Orphan von Neumann and the possible potential problems he may allegedly commit on the train.
Well, he'll still be dangerous if we catch up first, right?
As much of a threat as he is now, yes.
Great. Oh man, I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever.
Tracey does seem intent on keeping us apart.
Tracey, yeah.
Now we'll figure it out.
Did you know that Boris doesn't have a real filing system? It's just notes on candy wrappers, and that he somehow did all the train's payroll with that.
I get the feeling he did a lot more than we know.
But yeah, and he better get back to doing it soon.
I don't think I can handle the council for much longer.
Ugh, can we talk about something other than work?
I don't think so. Have you been doing anything other than work?
No.
Not me either.
Well, that's normal for you.
It's not usually annoying. Thank God Tracey is actually pretty good with updating intake forms. Otherwise, I would be up 28 hours a day.
She's not Tracey, and she isn't helpful.
Well, she is Tracey, unless you know something I don't.
Does that thing seem like Tracey to you?
People change, and computers can probably change easier.
No, you're turning your back on her.
I'm not, Gabrielle, I'm not. We're looking into it, okay? But we found no evidence that she isn't actually Tracey. So
we're not looking hard enough.
I'm on your side, but she's a colleague, and so she deserves some respect.
Bramblethorpe's a colleague, and you disrespect him all the time.
I am not the person I want to be towards Bramblethorpe. That is why we're in counseling.
Who are you?
Look who you found. It's still slightly slinky Leah Zelensky.
Leah out.
Leah, not now.
Okay. Love you. Love you. Love you.
Gabrielle, we have to deal with reality as we have it, not as we want it to be.
Yeah, well, the reality we have is that I don't know what kumbaya juice you've been drinking, but it's best that you leave.
Weird and rude.
Orphan's not really a threat, right? That's the report.
Mostly. The greatest risk is that he may dare Ratskull to jump off of something.
Great. Report received. Thanks, Sheriff. Bye.
It's just, what's in this beer?
Yeast, I think. But don't cite me.
Oh, it's real good after the 5th or 6th one. It's just that when you're an orphan...
Nobody wants to cite me anymore.
You know, orphans do things for themselves. They stand on their own 2 feet, or whatever they have left, and they make do.
I'd be better off without my parents.
Oh, exactly. Orphans built this arm of space.
To lax child labor laws. Yes.
Built orphan tough. Like that one kid we ran into, the girl clearly going through an awkward phase.
Nikita Tesla, my boyhood bully.
No, that was me and your brother. And everyone else.
I spend a lot of time these days as a kid.
Don't unpack that. She's torn, right? Bright, smart, hardworking, but her mom keeps her down. If she were an orphan, poof.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Not usually.
Make Nikita an orphan. Make Nikita an orphan.
Don't make trouble for me.
Make Nikita an orphan. Everyone, make Nikita an orphan. Make Nikita an orphan.
Flash mob, I want in.
Oh, I don't have any of my tools.
Make Nikita an orphan.
Nikita an orphan.
Make Nikita an orphan.
No ethics considerations. I have a waiting list.
Make Nikita an orphan. Make Nikita an orphan.
Hell with it. Do it. Make Nikita an orphan.
Yay!
Is this for like a proposal or something?
Howdy, neighbor. Moving can be tough, especially on children. Though this ad isn't about children, forget I said anything about them. Look, the point is, I know from experience, the house isn't a home until you put junk up on the walls, right? Heck, half the reason the chili's so darn charming is that they got all that stuff up on the walls. On the other half, it's just good old-fashioned American service. What goes up on walls? Family photos, the friend photos, photos of neither friends nor... Well, photos, I guess, is what I'm getting at. And photos of memories, right? Yours or someone else's. But sometimes it just takes too much out of you to put them up. And then your memories end up loitering on the floor, gathering dust, like so many old folk do. Your memories deserve better than that. And that's why here at Steady Rick's Pre-Driven Nails, we take the hassle out of hanging things in your new home by going in before you and putting nails where they ought to be. A lot of people have questions about our pre-driven nails. They say, Rick, how can you know where to put nails? Oh, Rick, I think I ought to want to have some input where the nails will go. What I have to say to them is, we are not the business for you. We put nails where we want, when we want, and how we want. Oh, usually with a hammer. Sometimes not, though. Letting go can be scary. But we think that once you see the rainbows of heights, gauges, and depths at which we put nails, you'll never want to go back. Steady Rick's Pre-Driven Nails. A timely idea done randomly.
What hack orphaners do? These assholes. They just, slice a throat and say they're done? Assholes.
Assholes.
Bingo. There's an art to this, a performance. The method, the discovery, what's left behind, all of it coalesces into a theatrical performance for one audience member who walks away forever changed.
Because they're an orphan now?
No, that's small thinking. Each orphan is a world unto themselves, or a flower, or a pebble. You feel me?
A pebble.
Shaped by undeniable forces too great to care about them, made smooth and beautiful by tribulations too enormous to name, a history no one will know or ask about. Yes, a pebble.
I doubted you.
Like any artist, I create with intention and hope this intention captures attention and leads to retention. Oh, Nikita, sometimes it doesn't work. Oh, Nikita. Those weren't real orphans to begin with. Nikita. Not real, true to their core orphans. Nikita, Larry, what kind of orphan do we want Nikita to be?
A happy one.
A driven one. You say she's a scientist that seems unsure of herself.
That's what I gathered. Girl stuff. You wouldn't understand.
And her mom doesn't understand her. But what if her mother, trying to reach out, visits the train nuclear fusion core one night? And what if the person in charge of maintaining said core hasn't been keeping up? And what if tonight is the night and everything goes kablooey and Miss Tesla?
I think she's a duke again, which is weird because she's a widow.
Oh, whatever. She dies. And on the night, she tried to understand what her daughter, because there weren't enough people like her daughter to keep everything safe. What if?
Ironic.
Nikita Tesla, buoyed by her mother's death, is determined to redouble herself to science, and then does something great, presumably.
Well, that's basically the end to Spring Awakening.
Oh, I love shaping orphans. Stories, Ratskull, stories. An orphan isn't made, it's drawn out. I give them a narrative, a purpose, a wrapper around their life with a clock matrix hand. I lost my train of thought.
You were talking about shaping orphans. Careful storytelling.
Right. Yeah. I'd pretty much just kill him.
The shoot really goes on forever.
You think that, but then the shoot ends suddenly and you wonder, where did all the time go?
And then Nikita will be my friend.
Probably not, no.
That's Mr. Professor. Hey, Mr. Professor!
Tommy, have you phased into the walls? I told you not to play with my experimental devices.
Hey, Ratskull!
Sticky Charlie. It's okay if you play with them.
We're up in the trash chute.
Why?
Oh, life coaching.
This train doesn't make any sense.
What's going on?
We're making Nikita an orphan.
What?
Larry.
Can I help?
It's to help her experience a theatrical moment or something or other. Orphan explains it better.
Did you ask her if she wants it?
I hadn't thought of that. Should we? What if someone else is getting her the same thing?
I don't think we can let you do that, Ratskull.
Sometimes you just have to give a gift and see what happens.
No, I think we're gonna go warn her and her mom right now.
Not if I get my hands on you two.
Oh, no, you can't. We're in a trash chute.
Oh, well done, Tommy and Sticky Charlie. I have nothing left to teach teach you about running away.
Now we have to do everything faster.
Climb on my back, Tommy, and my slickness will zip us along to Nikita.
You really should see a doctor.
I was a doctor for a while. They just like staring deeply into each other's eyes.
Hey, Gabrielle.
Not tonight, Fakesy.
Doesn't work.
Yeah, I know.
So, I know we're still trying to activate our Wonder Friend powers, which is soup's frustrating because I'm great and you should know that by now, and we should be best friends. Let's save the train.
I've been doing that for months.
In a for reals way this time. So, that one guy I tried to downplay the danger of, Orphan von Aristocat.
Yeah? He's trying to make an orphan.
Yep. Yep. So,
Yeah, obviously. Where?
Fusion core reactor.
Oh, Jesus, we have one of those?
We do! I should give you a tour of the machinery stretch sometime. It's cooler than people think.
Oh, let's go.
Yay! By the way, I love your shoes.
That's the laziest thing you could say.
I'm already too old for the 15 and up room, but I'm too young to go in. Life is a French tragedy. Finally.
Nikita.
Tommy, I should have known you'd be here indulging your kitty fantasies.
You were here first.
To reflect on the poignancy of growing up. Duh. Such a child.
Your mom's about to die.
You think that, but it's just the sleep apnea. The diving helmet, I tell her it'll help, but does she believe her only child? No.
No, Mr. Professor's weird friend is setting up a trap to kill your mom and make you an orphan.
No one kills my mom without me.
Or hopefully at all.
Well, science may take us weird places, but definitely not tonight. Ugh, why do adults ruin everything?
Are you sure we can't sing a song?
I only sing barbershop quartet.
Excuse me.
Oh, Nikita, you're not supposed to see this before it happens. Larry, do you have some kind of memory eraser?
A memory eraser? What kind of sci-fi mumbo jumbo is that?
No, don't kill my mom. I only have the one.
Oh, Nikita.
I love it when people say my name.
Your mom wants what's best for you, right?
Probably.
Think of the college admission essays you could write.
Ooh. Oh, she'd forgive me. No, I'll never hear the end of it if I kill her. Can't we just pretend?
Nope. Orphans are all or nothing.
Here they are, Miss Sheriff.
Nikita, are they trying to kill your mom? You can tell me.
You can't tell her. It's too personal.
That's true.
Hey, Charlie, where are you?
I walked in with you. We've been talking. I was at the arcade with you minutes ago. We had a heart-to-heart about gender expectations.
I don't remember that.
Is this a ghost train?
I'm standing right here.
What is happening? Ow!
Ow! You ran into me!
Dickie Charlie, what are you doing on the floor? That's weird, and weirdness doesn't make friends.
I'm scared.
We all are. Orphan von Neumann is trying to kill Nikita's mom.
I really didn't want a crowd. It's so much less real with crowds.
And I still can't do anything about this because of the dumb council regulations.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I'm sworn by the rules I crookedly created.
In other words,
What's that?
put a slick surface there.
Okay, guys. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
What is it?
Ratskull may have completely removed the nuclear shielding.
Is that good, like dropping your shields in social situations, or bad, like in dropping your shields in all other contexts?
Oh, don't make me say it.
Tracy!
Oh, it's bad.
This is why you don't DIY modus operandi.
Killed before my time. Perfect.
Also, you call me Tracy?
What? Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Ratskull! I wish Ponsby was here so he could witness that.
Actually, Sheriff, Tracy did patch me in, and I'm disappointed at how much joy you take in another council member's pay.
Disgraceful.
Ratskull, reverse this meltdown.
You can't break the laws of science.
I never respect laws. Sorry, Aldani.
Don't worry, no one respects laws on this train right now.
Yeah, laws have to earn my respect.
Can't we put the shielding back up? Tracy!
You guys are making me be a heartbreaker tonight. Ugh. Only the senior engineer could authorize that.
Well, I'm acting as all the dumb stuff Boris does. Can't I do it?
Oh, wish you could, hon, but I think that would require the confirmation by the new council since it has to do with safety. And you have a conflict of interest with Aldani.
What conflict of interest?
Aren't you dating?
No.
No.
My bad. Thought you were
The council is here. Let's confirm Gabrielle.
Presiding member Sticky Charlie?
That requires a quorum. Shoot, guys, my mouth is all funny tonight. A
quorum.
Wow.
Very, very illiberal.
I wanted to get it. We need one of those, so we need our last member.
Look, I've been thinking about it, and I don't want to die this soon before my time. Can we get Boris?
Yeah, I haven't seen Mr. Boris in a bit. He'll help us.
Tracy, where is Boris?
Boris who? It's a big train.
Get him down here now.
Oh, Boris. My bad. He's, not really on the train presently.
What?
What?
I'll get him.
Smoothies! We should do this more often.
We do it all the time.
Sure, yeah.
Boris, I don't want us to kick our heels too early, but I think we might can dip the bill again soon.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Me too. I missed you, you lunk.
Oh, you don't know how much I've missed you.
Thank God. It's only the third reality I popped into. I was worried I'd be doing this all night.
Ratskull!
But you're dead!
Oh, please. I'm probably just faking it.
What are you doing here?
Need to end this reality vacation and bring you home.
But I'm finally making headway with one of them.
Boris, what's going on?
Nothing.
Flim, flim, fliver, you're the reality show universe, Boris, aren't you?
No, I'm Boris, any Boris.
What a creep! Where's my Boris?
I gave him a self-playing foosball table and asked him to stay away for a bit.
You're all terrible.
Yes, to constantly injure each other as human, to forgive foolish, blah blah. Let's go, Boris.
But
Activating portal tentacles!
What?
Really, I take any excuse to activate those. Lambda 6, Rory.
Is that my universe number?
Until information scientist Ratskull gets off his duff and devises a better classification system. Yes.
You're jingle-brained.
I'll take that as a compliment. Goodbye forever.
Boris, where are you?
Your job for months.
And
I don't like
Rescue
it.
Committee, and it's a pleasure to finally witness you.
Boris, shut this down so we don't all die.
And then get ready for an emergency council meeting so I can arrest Orphan.
Then give me a piggyback ride, because I want one.
Okay. And especially okay to you, Sticky Charlie. I think I heard you most of all.
No! I'm a 14-year-old, hundreds of years in the future, with few friends, no guardians, and a small paycheck. And you left me with no one to talk to about my problems.
Well, if I knew you were having problems.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. I'm just a screw up. I'll get it all set right. Tracey.
Here, boss.
Raise the nucleus shielding.
New password?
Everyone clog their ears, okay? Okay. Password Boris 1.
Dee. Password accepted. Shielding restored.
I hope you all learned a lesson about relying on modern science.
The only thing I rely on is the weak nuclear force.
That's modern science.
You're not going anywhere. Council.
I'm sleepy. Can we do this next week?
He tried to kill someone.
It's not merely killing. It's murder poetry.
I'm not really up for it tonight.
I'll just leave the train at the next stop, okay?
Don't like this solution.
I think we're going to have to take it or leave it, Aldani.
Fine. But next cabinet meeting, we're cleaning up.
Agreed. Laser tag?
No.
I'm leaving, Aldani. Tracey. Thanks, but yeah, I'll think of an end to this sentence later.
Well, better turn in if I'm escaping early tomorrow.
Great work tonight, team! Yeah.
I'm sorry if I've been distant, Tommy, but it's been difficult since high school wants us to specialize. When I'm so good at everything, what should I strive for? It's real depressing being so amazing.
That's what your hot spitting monkey vomit, Nikita, for somebody so smart.
Thank you. I know.
Never mind. Sticky Charlie, can you slink to my bunk?
Oh, I still got some moisture left in me.
Boris, don't leave the train again.
Professor, do you want to go?
I'd love to, Boris. But I think it's time for contemplative laser tag for one tonight. She's yours to poopy.
I guess it's just you and me then, buddy. What will I see you do tonight?
That might be nice. Oh, I didn't catch your name.
At 2, Boris.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello. A little alarm told me we might be hanging out down. Okay. Leah, when will you learn that not every alarm means new friends?
Okay, Boris, this works just like you wrote it down. Miss Rourke? Hey, Rory, I know you're in there. Been there a long time, huh? Rory, I know I'm not a writer like you are. I'm a writer like I am. and I wrote some thoughts down. Miss Rook, I know you're frustrated, and you ought to be. It was crummy, right crummy to spring what I did on you. And we may not seem eye to eye on this, but I need you as a friend, and I want to rebuild and let you see that trusting me isn't a mistake. Rory? Trace?
Hello, hello.
Is she in there?
Buddy. Come on, don't make me.
Okay. Rory, I know that we can get through this. You'll see. Rory.
Leave.
I got a word.
Hold it in. Hold it in. Hold it in until you're crying spot. No one got to see your cool outfit, and all that strutting even turned your solid gams into pretty killer gams, and still no one saw. And release. Oh. All that holding it in means now I can't cry it out. Classic Leah. I do like this dress. Where'd I looted it? So this is a security tag, not just some fashion asymmetry. You know, I remember wearing it right out of the riot. Pockets? So cool. What's this? A USB. What would Chaz do? Stick things in things until something happens. Hello, handy computer. Meet USB. Nope, that was the wrong way. Nope, had it right the first time. There we go. Oh, the playlist Tracey made of what the teens are into before she made a playlist of what the tweens are into. Classical. Who knew? Let's play something. Ooh, teens are into weird stuff.
Ah! Finally!
Tracey!
Obviously.
Are you mean again?
2.0, she is so
great.
Annoying!
Totally.
Leah, you're gonna have to be my confidant while we build a plan of attack.
I'll figure out what that means. I'm so glad you're here. It's like a Tracey who doesn't know my stories from the last 5 months.
5 months? What have you been doing?
Oh, well, in May I stole a harp, and the next day I learned I should have stolen strings too. But it wasn't a 2-day riot, so I had to buy them full price. And then I fell in love for the 3rd time.
Well, seems like Tracey's gotten herself into a heap of trouble. Wonder if she can reclaim control of the train and murder that other Tracey. In next month's episode on October 7th, Space Train Rook of the Year. Please join us then. Thank you, everybody, for watching Space Train, Season 2, Episode 1, The Orphan Cycle. That was written and directed by Aaron Garrett. That's some idiot. We don't need to worry about him. And it featured Megan Avacato as Tommy Edison, Liz Castillo as Sheriff Aldani, Chelsea Curto as Sticky Charlie. That's a new place on the list for her. Lauren Hainley as Gabrielle DuBrasilBailey, Hampton as Nikita Tesla, Ben Hudson as Boris, Alex, Rose, Garrett, Lange, the first as Leah, ZalenskySandra, Peck, Ramsey as TraceySteven, Saltsman as Professor RatskullKaitlyn, Zoeller as Rory Rook. We featured the inimitable ones of Sarah and Ian Mazin, Ramsey as well as special guest star Nicholas Garrett as Orphan von Neumann. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, there's some real cool stuff at pronoiatheater.com/store. I really recommend you look at it. It says conspirator on the sleeve. I mean, What else do you need, guys? That's what I'm saying. Please join us again October 7th for Space Train episode, season 2, episode 2, Rook of the Year, as well as Sunday. Nope, not at all. Tomorrow at Eureka Heights Brewing Company, as well as October 17th at Eureka Heights Brewing Company. This Sunday and at the Omaha Comedy Festival. We are in the New Jersey Web Fest on September 16th and September 25th. We are performing at the Secret City Improv Festival in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. You're going to get a chance to hear this later, but also on October 16th, we're at the Green Bay Improv Festival, all doing Magical Line Hour. It's a really exciting time. And now I'm going to stop